Hi Greta. Hello Richard. Thank you for placing a detailed relationship analysis reading with us at Zazen Tarot. I'm your reader Neeti. Your question was that there is a lot of blame game happening between the two of you in your marriage. So you wanted a detailed relationship analysis in order to be able to get a neutral viewpoint on whatever is happening in the marital relationship. This will be a very detailed reading, and hence we will be using all these decks so that we can get a lot of information from a lot of different aspects. This is the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle deck by Kim Krans, and this is the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck. So these are the two oracle decks which we will be using. And then we have 4 tarot decks here. This is the Osho Zen Tarot. This is the Tarot of the Divine. This is the Witch Tarot, and this is the Good Karma Tarot deck. So let us start now with your reading. Our first deck. Okay. So, Greta, Richard, I hope you guys are calm and not nervous about the reading. Let's go. Okay, this card wanted to say something. The gem. Fine. Okay, we have our 3 cards here from this oracle. We will pull out all the cards first, and then we will look at the cards. Okay, so now we have 3 decks here. Okay. the last 4 cards that we need here. Okay. If we need to pull out more cards as we read, if we feel that we need to clarify something, we'll pull out more cards later, but this is the basic thing that we have here. Okay. So the first card is the gem here for you, Greta. This card represents that which is brilliant and shining. That which shines has its own radiance, and it is usually found in a place which is conducive for it to be, but very different from itself. You don't find the gem within other gems. You find the gem in it is made in a very different atmosphere. So this card here is about what you are bringing into the relationship, Greta. So I see you are bringing in a lot of positive energy, radiance. That's a very positive card here. And your other main oracle card, oh, see, Leo, shine. So there is a lot of warmth, a lot of pride, a lot of brilliance that you are, that is the kind of energy you are coming into the relationship with, Greta. Okay, and obviously you shine a lot. See, the gem and lion, both of them are, this is a non-living equivalent of a lion. They are both kings in their own respect. So you do have the kingly, with being a woman, you have the kingly energy coming with you into the relationship. Okay. King of coins, that's the third king. That's a lot of king. So I see a lot of positivity here. We will look at the other cards also. My fear is that you may sometimes be overdoing the king in you. You may feel internally like you are extremely privileged, and hence you may sometimes be expecting more out of the relationship than probably contributing or probably is correct to demand or expect. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 3 kings. The first 3 cards are all kings here. But with the king of coins, I also see that you're bringing in practicality into the relationship. You're bringing in stability. And the two of coins, at the same time, you do bring in the fun energy, the playfulness. Sometimes you may not want to do things. You may want to delay things, like the lion is. Lion wants to, the lion is like, it'll keep sleeping and then it'll attack only when it is hungry, at the last moment. So with the two of coins here, there may be times where you may feel lazy to act. So this is the kind of energy you're getting into the relationship. we will look at things a little more in detail in a bit before as we'll keep opening the other cards, and then there's a lot more that I will explain as we go along. Okay. I'll try and fit in so that all the cards are visible to you. Okay, let us look at the main cards of Richard also here. The Venom. Okay. There is a lot you're carrying inside you, Richard. There's a lot of things probably from the past, or there's some negativity, negative thinking. As the word the venom describes, it's like you would want to immediately retaliate the moment something goes wrong. Or else, alternatively, you will keep it buried inside and then it'll come out in a very hurtful, not nice manner. Ninth house, exploration. So there is the Venom card, but then there's the ninth house exploration card also. So this is a positive card. I see that you are fond of education, fond of exploring, fond of learning, self-learning, helping your partner to learn. So you are a lot about education, about even doing the right thing, trying to do by the right. But then there are times when this takes over very, very frequently. So this energy is also coming in with you, Richard. Does it mean that this is all bad, the venom? No, it is not all bad, but it is bad for the relationship, because what happens with the venom card is that it helps the person to evolve, because the person will get purified with this card. It shows that you will get purified gradually. You will learn how to deal with the negativity. But until you do, this is about self-realization and evolution through suffering. You are suffering, but then you're also bringing that suffering into the relationship. Okay. Six of Wands. Nice. So there is a positivity also. It's not all negative. I see that you do bring in the celebratory aspect into the relationship. You have warm energies also, family, bonding with the family, being part of the relationship, trying to make it a success also. You're also trying to continuously work on the relationship and make it a success. And the Nine of Pentacles. So I do see over here that there are times when you want to be by yourself. You want to be, yes, you want all of you to be comfortable, financially comfortable, contribute financially, but then there are times where you need your me time. Okay, so these are your main cards. Now let us look into the details. The Emperor. Oh, Greta, that's a lot of masculine energy. A lot. The Gem is a king. The Leo is a king. King of Coins is a king. The Emperor is a king. You have so much masculine energy which you bring into the relationship. If Richard is okay with it, great. Otherwise, I do sense that we will get to know as we open the rest of the cards that there may be times when it may get too much for Richard to handle that much of masculinity. You basically, the way you think itself, I'm sorry, the way you think itself is masculine with this card. Okay, and I do see positive feelings for Richard here, not very emotional, but then yes, another king, another king. You not only do you think uh, in a kingly manner, you are all about being a king. So you need that attention, you need that position, you need that position of importance. You need to know you're important, and the need may be a lot. Okay, it may be an all time need. Though with the King of Cups, you will be very loving in the relationship. More than loving, you can be very understanding towards Richard. That is the energy again which you're bringing in, which is fantastic. But more of a masculine understanding of, rather than a feminine loving energy. So you would much rather, for example, uh, sit and try and understand what Richard is all about rather than try and cuddle him or uh, uh, try and express the way a woman would. Okay. Now, as long as Richard is okay with it, that's fine, which we'll get to know with the other cards. The Fool. You don't think before you speak with Richard. There may be times where you just blurt things out. You're enthusiastic, you talk, you converse a lot, you really bring that bubbly thing into the relationship in terms of, you take. I am getting the feeling as of now that you should take the lead in terms of talking. You're the one who'll probably start the conversation. So nice, optimistic, happy conversations. You like to talk to Richard a lot, that I can see. But there may be times when you don't think before you speak, and with your cards, I get the feeling that there is always a possibility of always wanting to be in the limelight, because of which there can be issues in the relationship. Okay, you may seek more, you may feel more entitled to being the center of attention than uh, others around you would be comfortable kind of giving. Okay, guidance card. This is nice because I see with this card, see, this card represents moving towards the light, moving towards the future in a very positive manner, and it is a very spiritual thing that we're looking at here. So I feel that you do help Richard evolve spiritually, especially the areas around, complications like we see the venom here. You help him, you try to help him out of the negativity or anything that he harbors against someone or even against you. So he may get hurt by something more. He may be oversensitive to things at times, even though I do see some balancing here with the Six of Wands and ninth house and the Nine of Pentacles, but then I still feel he may be oversensitive in a lot of ways, and you try to help him out with that. Knight of Cups. Oh, that's actually beautiful, but yeah. So I see Richard has he has good thoughts for you. He's like, okay, this woman really fills up my heart. So I see a lot of positivity also here in the relationship. Two of Cups. Oh, he really loves you dearly. He really loves you dearly. So he's actually more emotional than you are. You are more masculine than he is. I do see to a certain extent, a flipping of the masculine and the feminine energy, with you, Greta, being more masculine and Richard being a little more feminine in how you are towards each other. Okay, uh, King of Swords. No matter how emotional he is, he will try to do the right thing in the relationship, which is a very good thing. And it must be very difficult for him because, despite feeling like this, he's trying to act and do the right thing. Okay. The Star card. Okay. When he talks less, that I can see, not as much as you do, but whenever he talks, he would be he would be very, loving and nurturing towards you and his. Uh, so he would probably really kind of pamper you, especially in how he talks to you. So I can see that here. Okay. Now, we'll look at these cards later. Let us open this thing here. The Seed. Okay. Now, this is a card with a lot of potential here. And this card is the main card signifying your relationship. So I see a lot of potential for growth. For growth, not just of the relationship, but for growth for the both of you through this relationship. See, the seed is what is planted and it germinates. Now, that process of germination is in itself a difficult process for the seed. So it is not going to be simple either for you, Greta, or for you, Richard. But the aim is that this relationship is here to help you grow as people. And it will be difficult, just as germination is difficult for the seed to break its hard shell and come out, let the soft interiors spring out, leaf out. It is very difficult. And it is nice because I can see here that there's a lot of potential here in terms of what can grow. For example, here the Venom card in itself shows that it is about helping you grow spiritually as a person, evolve as a person. And that is a difficult process. But the relationship will help you do it. It's like the two of you are catalysts for each other's growth. And that is why so much friction, even though if you look at the cards, I see that the love is in place. I see that the communication is in place. I see that the actions are in place. The feelings are in place. You guys have excellent thoughts for each other. Okay? You guys are bringing in positive things mostly. And still there is so much problem, so much blame game because you guys are trying to sprout and probably the hard covering, the other person feels like the hard covering right now. Whereas in reality, you guys are just each other's catalyst for growth. Let us look at the other Astro Oracle card also. 7th house relationship, fantastic, because 7th house is about marriage. It is about relationships and partnerships. So this is a good card. It shows that the love and the relationship is in place despite all the blame game that is happening. And the very fact that you have come for a reading shows that you guys want to work upon things. So it is difficult, but then the intentions are right. A lot of things are right here. Let us look at more about the relationship. 4 of Cups. Oh, okay. Not liking how things are going. Okay. Dissatisfied with the relationship. Not really too happy here. 3 of Swords. Despite the loving communication and the enthusiastic communication, Three of Swords is not surprising because there's the one Venom card here. The moment probably Richard comes in with something which is, so it's a two-way thing, because for someone who draws the Venom card, they are usually oversensitive. So the Three of Swords, which is about feeling hurt, which is about feeling, pained by words and thoughts, especially here, Richard gets sensitive about things, feels something which, we have already seen with the Fool card here that Greta, you don't realize what you are speaking. You speak without really thinking. So no wonder we have the Three of Swords here, because with the Venom card, anybody else who did not have this here, we could have said, okay, this person will probably take it lightly or think that, okay, this is the way she is, it's okay, accept it, not an issue, she just doesn't think before she speaks. But here, with this Three of Swords, Richard gets offended by the moment you say something which is out of place, which you may be doing very frequently with the Fool card here. He gets offended, and then he gets hurt, and then he gets wounded, and then immediately his venom will come out. He will sting you, probably give it back to you, give you a nasty remark, and then you will end up in the Three of Swords place. So it's a match of words. Yes, you're right, the blame game is there. But it starts probably unintentionally, but then Greta, it's starting with you, because he is loving in his conversation. As long as he doesn't get anything from you, he would not be snapping back. It starts with you, but then it comes back manifold because of the venom inside. Now, by venom, I don't really mean that, Richard has a lot of venom inside him. All I mean is that that's a way that he perceives things, which is, again, difficult for him also as a person, okay? Now, that's Three of Swords, which is why, ordinarily everything else seems to be in place except for the blame game and the negativity, because of which you guys are gradually also kind of emotionally getting disinterested, which is not a good sign. Three of Wands. This is good because you guys still have are still focused on this, that you have to stay together, stick it out together, plan out long term, and you have long term plans for sure. Okay. Ten of Wands. So this is a little bit about how things have been in the past. So with the Ten of Wands here, it is about having too much to do, being overburdened, being a little feeling like I have so much to handle. So in the past, in the relationship here, both of you have been feeling that, oh God, this relationship is getting too much to handle now. Okay, let us now see what's coming up. Ace of Coins, which is a good card. You guys can start off by trying to make little gestures, which is what the cards are showing. You guys will try to make an attempt to make these little gestures and try to, put yourselves forth with a slightly renewed energy or a slightly changed maybe way of communication for each other and for the relationship. And the Knight of Swords, the battle continues, the blame game continues. Okay, so you guys are trying in the future, but then yes, there's still a lot of communication. So main thing that I'm seeing here for you, Richard and Greta, is that everything is in place. You guys are committed, you guys are uh, in love, but the main thing is Greta will not realize what she is saying. Richard will react to what she says, and there the battle begins. You end up hurting each other, you hurt each other so much that the uh, you are gradually drifting apart emotionally, which is not a good sign, because originally I see that the emotions are in place. And I can see from the cards that, Richard, you are far more emotional, especially about Greta. You are a very sensitive person, and you're very sensitive when it comes to Greta. Okay. Greta is understanding for sure, but Greta, uh, I wouldn't be surprised if there are some comments or something which you say without realizing regarding, which hurts Richard's masculine aspect, because there's so much masculinity inside you. Okay. Now let us look at, okay, this is the last one card here, abundance card. So fantastic, because Richard does bring in a lot of spiritual abundance into the relationship and helping Greta also out. So spiritually also you guys seem to be well aligned. Communication wise, okay, but last four cards, let us see the deeper reason why you guys are together. Yeah, really deeper at the soul level, why you guys are together. We are the world. Okay. So yeah, so Greta, for you, it is about enjoying the marital bliss. Believe it or not, yes, it is about enjoying marital bliss with Richard, which is a fantastic thing. At a spiritual level, there is a lesson for you to be learned spiritually out of this relationship. Now, as you can see here in the card, there's a globe in the center and there are people around it, and it says we are the world. Everybody is connected. Okay. Your lesson through this relationship is to understand that the moment you don't realize something or maybe do something reckless here, it's not even as though you're doing anything else. Just two things. One is the masculine aspect, the maybe wanting, the need for, the desire for that attention, the desire for the throne, if I may say so, the desire to have the most important position, either in life or in the relationship, both ways. Yeah. And the inability to analyze what you are about to say and saying it any which ways. These two things, when they go out into the world, they come back. See, that is why you are connected to Richard, because if other than Venom, had it been these three cards and the Venom had not been there, such a person would have probably not given it back to you. Such a person would have absorbed it and said, it's okay. Everybody has flaws. That's okay. Not an issue. I also have some flaws. Not an issue. But because of this, it will come back to you, and you have to understand through this relationship, the point of this relationship is to teach you and help you grow spiritually, teach you that whatever we send around, we are one, it comes back to us. Oh, guilt. So this card represents negative thinking and some deep rooted guilt, which I have not seen anywhere else in these cards, but it has popped up here. And this card for us in this reading is representing the karmic reason for you having manifested this relationship. And the karmic reason over here is guilt. The karmic reason over here is, see, this card also represents a lot of negative thought. Somewhere this card and this card are quite connected. This is about negative thoughts and negative words, so is venom. And with this card here, somewhere or the other, that is the karma that you are here to clear off. If in the past you have gained that kind of a karma in your karmic baggage, that is what the card is showing. The negative thoughts that you were allowing to bind yourself or others in the past lives, you will just kind of clear that off in this lifetime through Richard. Okay, now let us look at the deeper reasons for Richard here. The source. Okay, so that's a lot of positive energy, yes, but then again masculine energy. This card is all about the masculine energy. So the lesson here for Richard seems to be to learn how to deal with masculine energy, which we have already seen here. Greta, you have a lot of ample of masculine energy, a lot of fire energy, and Richard, you have a lot of water energy here, a lot of water energy. So how to deal with, because see, the venom is also to a certain extent representative of the Scorpio zodiac. And even if we look at the other cards, I hardly see any water energy here. I see a lot of water energy here. I see a lot of fire energy here. So, Richard, you are trying to, being a water prominent person, you are through this relationship, the relationship is here to teach you how to deal with masculine energy. So if there are times, Richard, when you feel that it is getting too much, because usually it is a masculine thing to demand attention, and if you are having difficulty dealing with that side of Greta, then remember that you are here to learn how to deal with it. And similarly for you, Greta, if you are having difficulty digesting the fact that the moment you say something, a flippant reply comes back, and it comes back in a venomous manner, then you are here in this relationship, or let's say the relationship is here to teach you that, boss, if you say something without thinking, there will be consequences. Okay. And the last card here, fighting. Ooh. So the reason the blame game is here, if you see, all the cards are about all the problem that we see in the relationship is not about the seriousness towards each other. Those cards are absolutely fine. It is not about the emotions towards each other. Those are absolutely fine. The only thing that is happening is the communication. Here also, you are here to live out the same karma, and Richard, for you also, you are here to live out the karma of having been fighting card is about being a reckless speaker, yes, same as Knight of Swords. So It's actually very transparent. What you are dealing with here is what is coming from here and is a karmic baggage for you. What you're dealing with here is coming from here and is again a karmic baggage. So you guys are both clearing out your karmic baggages, and you have the right partner in that case. And you are also at the same time learning the lessons that the universe wants you to learn, or probably in your soul plan you have in place. Okay, that okay, we will learn this in this particular lifetime. So Greta, Richard, I hope that helps with the relationship. I hope that insight really helps you guys. Please let me know how it helps you or how it resonates with you. And do take care of yourselves, both Greta and Richard. Bye bye.